The Access for Veterans to Records Act would address the serious backlog of requests for veterans records currently pending at the National Personnel Records Center, or NPRC, which is part of the National Archives and Records Administration. This bill has received bipartisan support, and I want to thank my colleagues on both sides of the aisle, including Ranking Member Comer and Representative Fred Keller, who have co-sponsored this legislation along with a number of other members. Since the beginning of the pandemic, the NPRC has accumulated a backlog of veterans records requests, which reached a peak of 603,000 during March of 2022. Veterans and their families need these records to access critical services, including housing and health care. Many of these records are only available as paper documents. That limitation, combined with limited building operations and reduced workforce to protect NPRC employees during the corona pandemic, have been the primary cause of this backlog. The NPRC has made some progress to reduce the backlog, but as of February 28th, the NPRC workforce has returned to full capacity at its facility in St. Louis, Missouri. NPRC also added overtime shifts on weekends and some holidays. However, the backlog, which currently stands at 515,000 records requests, remains significant and can only be remedied with legislative intervention. This bill has two components. First, it requires National Archives to provide the Oversight Committee with a detailed plan and target timeframes to eliminate the backlog and strategies to prevent a future records request backlog. This includes submitting biannual status updates on the backlog and maintaining staffing levels to meet the goal of responding to 90% of requests in 20 days or less. Second, the bill would authorize $60 million for NARA to make upgrades to its information technology infrastructure. The upgrades are necessary for NARA to improve its ability to digitize documents and to prevent future backlogs. The committee has already voted to approve $60 million for National Archives, an amendment offered by Representative Keller to another bill. Congress must take action to help our veterans, many of whom put their lives on hold waiting for records from the NPRC. I urge my colleagues to support the veterans by supporting this important legislation. I reserve the balance of my time.